On my KMP Learn blog, every couple months I accept questions and I answer those questions on the blog. And almost every single time I do this, somebody asks how to have more confidence in your work. And oftentimes several people ask how to have more confidence in your work. And this is something where confidence comes with experience. So much of what I'm going to say is you just need more practice. But I think it's more than just practice. I think that you need to set yourself up for success and to really, really dwell on your wins so that your confidence can grow, and they're building blocks that can build and stair step on each other so that you can keep growing. So to have more confidence in your work, a blanket statement is to just create more of it. In my business, a real driving force of my business is I want to create images for my clients that I wish that I had for myself. So in order for me to do that, I started with a lot of personal work. I, in 2016, photographed all of the horses the horses that built me. Miranda Lambert had a song, The House That Built Me, and I wanted to tell the stories of the horses in my life that made me who I am today. So I went and photographed all my childhood horses, and it was a very personal project, but it was delivering the images that I wish I had to myself. So in that, my confidence grew a lot in sort of the mission statement of what my business is. But I think personal work is very important, and I think that the more meaning behind it, the better. So do some soul searching. Maybe you have a passion project with senior horses or with equestrians of color. Maybe you want more diversity in the industry. Maybe the old school master horses who are training little youngsters are where your passion lies. Maybe you should donate sessions to rescue operations. Especially there's a lot of off-the-track thoroughbred operations that are trying to rehome horses, or where horses just may have fallen through the cracks. I think that it can be very, very beneficial for you to take on some type of passion project where you're pouring yourself into work that matters, work that is doing good. And even if it's just work that will heal your own heart, I think that that will help your confidence grow, but especially if it is work that can benefit others in some way, I think that you will find your confidence grow a lot. Another thing I think that's important is to really do some soul searching and understand where you lack confidence and then why. If you lack confidence in your editing style, I think that it's incredibly important to learn, to take your weakest point and to strengthen it. So you can pay for courses, watch free YouTube tutorials, try to figure out what you love just by going through so many other artists' work and figuring out the color tones that they're using. I'm very inspired by film work, and so a lot of the people that I follow in my feed are film photographers, and I try to emulate those film tones in my own work. So if you struggle with editing or consistency or something like that, then I would really try to pinpoint where your weakest links are and then educate yourself and work very hard to strengthen those weak areas. And I think that that will help you build confidence. If you struggle with posing or interacting with your clients, I highly, highly recommend working with models. Real models, people who get paid to be in pictures, and pay them to be in your pictures. Source models, there's so many different ways you can do that. You can look at local agencies and go through their websites to find a model. You can go through Instagram and find models. There are websites dedicated to matching photographers with models, but a real one, pay them. They will teach you so much. And especially when it comes to just weight, the shifting of weight and flow posing and the fluid move from one pose to the next. It is incredible the weight that is taken off of you as a photographer when you no longer have to direct the shoot, but your subject is essentially directing it for you. That is a very, very beneficial way to learn how to pose and then to apply that to your clients who have no experience posing. It's a really great way that I learned how to do that. If you struggle with posing, you can also pay attention to other work. Scour Pinterest, scour Instagram, look through other artists' work, look through fashion magazines, wherever you find your inspiration, and find what you love. Another thing you can do is go through your own work and critique it very hard and keep trying to say, what could I have done better? What could I change here? And then just keep practicing. Set up a lot more model calls or portfolio building work where the pressure of delivering to a client is off of you and you can just create. Again, like I said, it's important to be building upon your confidence. So if you book a certain model just to improve your posing with her sitting down because you think that is a weak point, then do an entire thing just to work on that. And then when you feel like that is mastered, the next model shoot that you can book can be all in motion, and it can be her walking and twirling and whatever that might be, whatever your weak point is there. But I would just try to find, if you struggle with harsh midday light, shoot every single day in the middle of the day until you nail that. Or if you feel like your work is less stellar in overcast weather, then keep practicing in those scenarios, in those situations. Figure out the changes that you need to make. You may have used this location on a sunny day, but you need to see it in an incredibly different way on an overcast day because the light is translating differently. Just things like that. I think that the more that you practice and the more that you build one lesson onto the next, the more that your confidence could grow. So it comes with experience. Just keep creating.